Peace, many depart for the European Shamanism and Modern Pagan Lifestyle channel. What do we mean with the term European or Europe? First of all, it is there simply just to denote that it's not something from another continent. So it's not Native American, it's not African, it's not Aboriginal Australian, it's not Asian. It's simply something that is happening on the continent of Europe. What I don't mean with it is white people in America. They are not European. Many Europeans will agree with me on that. They are Americans, and if you are a white American, this channel actually is not for you. This is really for people living on European soil. If you really want to be spiritual as an American, go visit your local Native Americans and study their stuff. If you go back to the definition of modern paganism, we have determined that it is living together with the land that you live on. So if you are a white person in America, then live together with that land that you live on. Don't be European, be an American, be a Native American, or become a Native American. This is what we're trying to do here in Europe as well. We're becoming native Europeans in the sense that we are truly living together with the land that we live on. That is what it means to be European, or pagan European pagan. What I don't mean with the term European is that we're supposedly would be looking for a universalist type of European lifestyle or European spirituality. The spirituality or the pagan lifestyle should be determined by local characteristics that will differ in many regions within Europe. We should all take our traditions from what is really surrounding us close by. European, therefore, just simply means that it is not something from another continent. What our pagan lifestyle and traditions and spirituality will have to be determined locally. European is simply there because just like African or Australian or Native American stuff, you can clearly identify a couple of common characteristics. And we will have that in Europe as well, because we almost have the same climate, we almost have the same food, and so you can probably see a lot of common characteristics within the entirety of Europe. But again, everything should be determined locally. So European shamanism, for example, will have to try to take a look at European plants for healing or for other purposes. It doesn't really matter, but we should get to know our European plants and learn from them instead of simply always running away from Europe in search of an Asian spirituality or an Native American shamanism. We can't always run to Peru for ayahuasca just because we feel ill here in Europe. We have to develop our own stuff. And with the knowledge of our geography and of our plants and of our animals, we will come to have European traditions as a plural. So there will be no universalist or universalistic European tradition. It is just there to as an umbrella term. So the term European shamanism is actually a word that we can use in a transitory phase, we will have to develop some form of European shamanism or European shamanisms. But we don't really have them right now. So this is also why this channel is here, is we have to determine what is typically European, or what is typical of this land or these lands that we live on, and determine from that on what should be present in our new traditions or in our future traditions. And because Europe is quite small, you'll have a lot of common stuff. I mean, France, Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, Germany, Poland, Denmark, you know, that type of region is all basically the same stuff. We get a bit of a different climate in Spain, Portugal, and Italy, and of course in the north. But even then, a lot of the same plants are found. So to conclude again, there is no European shamanism. There will be European shamanisms, but we haven't developed them yet. European just simply means that it is on the soil of the continent that we now call Europe, and not somewhere else. So again, this is not a channel for white Americans or white Africans or whatever. Also, and this is what we have determined in our video, Racism and Rootsism, it will have to accommodate non-white Europeans as well. So non-white people who want to partake in a European shamanism or in a modern pagan lifestyle within Europe should be allowed, of course, to do that and to live together with the soil that they too live on, along with us. Stop putting feathers in your head, you're not a Native American. Stop running to Asia spiritually for meditation and whatever. We can all develop this here in Europe, and I see a lot of people running away from Europe because, well, European, that's racist, or it's capitalism, or there is no tradition there, or there is no culture there, or it's just a bunch of fucking assholes or whatever. No. We need to be proud first of our European history, but also we need to be proud of the future that we will shape as modern pagans. And that will happen on a European soil. Peace.